Hi, in this video we'll take a look at the WebDataMenu scrolling feature. In 2010 Volume 3, we added the auto scroll feature in the WebDataMenu, so in case the menu items are wide enough or cannot fit in the required amount of space in the browser, you'll see scroll buttons on either side of the menu items, or if the container itself is small and the menu items are not fitting in both the cases, you'll get the scroll buttons and the user can still navigate to the items that are not seen when initially the menu or the submenu items are shown. So let's get started. What I have in front of me is a blank Visual Studio 2010 website, and I'm going to come here in my toolbox and drop the WebDataMenu control onto my form. Once I have that, I'm just going to use the edit items, and I'm going to add a bunch of items so that we can see the scroll buttons. So I'm going to add a bunch of items on my root and a lot more items on my child elements, and we'll see in both orientations, vertical and horizontal. So we'll keep the first item to be vertical oriented, all the child items, and these for the second root item we'll make it all the items horizontal oriented. So I'm going to come here in the group settings and I'm going to set it to horizontal. Apply, OK. And even the menu itself, we will go ahead and change it to be a horizontal menu rather than a vertical menu. So on the parent group settings, set the orientation to vertical, so it's a vertical menu with fly out items at the bottom. And there are really two properties that we've added for this feature. One is enable scrolling, so by default we've set it true. If you don't want to enable scrolling, just disable it. By the way, it will not show the scroll buttons if their items can fit in the area. So it will only show scroll buttons if the items are not able to fit in. So it's smart to know that, okay, the items cannot fit in the boundary, and that's when it's going to pop up the scroll buttons. Next, the other property is scroll speed. So there are just different speed settings that you can set depending on your user settings. So we'll just set to normal, and let's run this application. It did a little bit of scroll, and it goes away when there are no more items or you're the last item in the menu. And similarly, if I come here, you'll see a horizontal menu item is being shown, and the scroll button is all the way to the right hand side, so I can go, and because it can fit in the actual width, so you'll see the button all the way to the right hand side, meaning that there are more items. Let's just narrow down the window a little bit so that we see scroll buttons even on the root level. So if I do something like this, you'll see that even the parent item was showing me the scroll buttons. We come here again, and now you see the scroll buttons on both sides. So as I hover on it, I'm seeing the menu items being scrolling. If I click on it, the scroll is quite fast. So hover goes by the slower speed, and then when you click on it, it goes very fast. So now for the horizontal menu, same thing. If I click on it, the items scroll very fast. If I just hover on it, it goes with a slower speed. So here in this video, you saw that the new feature menu scrolling is very easy to configure. You just drop the menu onto the form. If the items go beyond the boundary of the container or the browser window, the scroll buttons pop up, and the user can either hover on it to scroll or click on it to make it scroll faster. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.
Infragistics. On the web at infragistics.com.